Okay, so in this example, we are converting Canadian dollars, CAD, to Great British pounds, or pound sterling, GBP. Our exchange rate is 0.5, so that means for every Canadian dollar, we're going to get 58 pence or cents in pounds. Okay, so we can use this formula to take the information we know, plug it in, and figure out how much we get for our Canadian money in pounds. Okay, so the A is going to be our outcome. It stands for the amount we're going to get at the end. Okay, so that's our converted amount. This is our outcome after we do our calculation. Okay, so the E stands for the exchange rate. Okay, which is a decimal number. And the B stands for the money that we have, right? So it stands for the original currency that we have, right? That we're trying to convert. Okay. So now if I use that formula and I say that my converted amount will equal the exchange rate times the original currency I have, I can say, okay, my exchange rate is 0.58. I know that. And I'm going to multiply that by the amount of money I have. And I said that I had $23 Canadian. Now I want to tell you, I am pulling up my calculator here. I'm grabbing my phone to calculate this. I would not expect you to do this. You could estimate in your head and use your brain that way, but I wouldn't expect you to get the exact. Okay, now we know that when we multiply by a decimal, is our number going to grow or is it going to shrink? If we're multiplying by something less than 1, it's going to make the number smaller, our outcome number, right? So in this case, the number that I got was 13.34 pounds sterling. So that would mean that $23 Canadian would be equivalent or the same as 13.34 pounds sterling in England. Let's try another example. Okay, in this example, we're taking our Canadian dollars, same amount as we did before, and we're going to exchange it for euro. Let's say you're taking a trip to Italy and you need euro to go on your trip. Obviously, you would take more than $23, but this is just an example. We're kind of doing a 19 watermelon sort of thing here. So, our exchange rate here is 70 euro cents. So, for every Canadian dollar, we're going to get 70 euro cents. So, just like the previous example, are we going to get less back or more back? Have a thought about that while I write out our formula here of our outcome with our exchange rate times what we already have. Okay, so our exchange rate is 0.70, and we are multiplying that by our $23 Canadian, right? So again, what do you think? Are we going to get more euro than Canadian? So I'm typing 0.70 multiplied by 23 leaves us with a total of, let me change colors there so we don't get too confused, 16.10 euro, and that's the symbol for euro. Okay, so when we talk about the equivalence here, right, is equal to $16 and 16 euro and 10 euro cents. Okay, so now I want to do a quick comparison of the two conversions we've done. Let's have a look. So we have successfully converted $23 in Canadian money into Great British pounds sterling and the euro. I've written both the rates at the bottom just to remind you that for every Canadian dollar we would get 0.58 pence or cents in pounds, And for every Canadian dollar, we get 70 euro cents. So our outcomes here was that our $23 was worth 13.34 pounds sterling. And our euro exchange came to 16 euros 10 cents. Which one do you think is the better value? If you had to travel and you were choosing where to travel based on the exchange rate, where would the best value for your money be, do you think, based on what we can see here? Tell me what you think when you come into class today.